What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hop Radio Shout, and as always, I got my podcast partner up in this thing, OG Gangsta Wicked, a.k.a. Big Galaxy of Ghetto Mafia.
What's happening, man? I'm kind of tired today.
You tired?
Big guy. Yeah, I had a big old, a real big weekend. Before I jump into this, let me shout out that boy Said over there. We had a big car and bike show, man. It went crazy out there for all my Morrow partners. You know, we Young Blood, shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? They showed up and showed out. Pastor Troy and Lil Pete, Planet Pete, they showed up and showed out. Dro act the ass as usual. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Young Jock and Lil Scrappy, man. So I was a little special guest at the last minute. They called me yesterday. I really wasn't on the show, but they called me last minute, man. Said, Wick, we need you to come out there and, you know, drop straight from the deck, you know what I'm saying, for the east side, man. Come represent real quick. Yeah. So I shout out there, man, and turned it out as usual. So, hey, shout out to everybody, man. All the 5 cars and trucks, and I mean, if you compared this car and bike show to Ross's, they were neck and neck. Yeah, it was sharp. They put on the show, man. The Fly Lawyer, shout out to him too. So, it was a great event. But you know what I'm saying, I'm tired, man. So let's get it.
Okay, well, what it's looking like right now, Wick, in trending news, Diddy's case is about to come to an end. You know, as of right now, you know, Sean Diddy Combs has only admitted to domestic violence. All this other stuff, he don't want to hear nothing about no RICOs and all of these other allegations that they putting on top of everything, man. So I mean, coming to the end of this trial right now, I mean, what do you think is going to wind up happening, Wick?
Well, you know how I feel about it. I feel like that, you know, and I hate to say this, I don't want to jinx nobody. I don't want to jinx Puff. But, you know, if I was sitting on the jury, if I was sitting on the jury, I would be a problem. You know, 11 people would be, if they said he guilty, I would be the one, and I would, you know, I would dig in.
You would have a reasonable doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't heard anything. I'm not a fan of Puffs. Yeah. But I haven't heard anything that warranted the RICO Act in the first place. When they first came and raided this man's crib. Yeah. And put it live on all the news stations. A black man getting raided.
Come on.
I'm thinking that, you know what I'm saying, there's a RICO Act, there's trafficking of minors, prostitution, you know, trafficking of girls. You know what I'm saying? They're doing you know, all kind of sacrifices in the back room, and all these celebrities that's supposed to be exposed. Yeah, you know, for doing the same type of thing, helping out with this organized crime of getting young girls from across country lines, state lines, for these big wigs in Hollywood and the government and preachers and everything else. And it's a chain, you know, a plot, a scheme put together. That's organized crime. Yeah, everybody's playing a role in this. I haven't seen that. Yeah. All I have seen is a bunch of rich folks. Yeah. Popular folks, famous folks, is that you want to say, the rich lifestyles of the rich and the famous. Yeah. Feeling like they can do whatever they want to do. Yeah. I can own 10 Lamborghinis, I can own 10 mansions, and I can have freak parties every day of the week if I want to. Yeah. That's what I have seen. Yeah. I still have been waiting to see the stuff to say, okay, now that warranted the FBI going in there and you know, and broadcasting this man all on television. You come out and you show me 10,000 bottles of baby oil. No, I thought you were going to come out and show me 10,000 kilos of cocaine. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? 10,000 girls that's in a basement somewhere, you know, tied up. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Running out naked. Yeah. You know, you seen the documentaries. You understand what I'm saying? You know, in the torture chamber. You know, that's what I'm thinking when I first see this man being raided.
That's right.
Okay, and What I have just taken from it is it was just a bunch of freak offs. A lot of people got mad at Wick when and there wasn't a lot of really the brothers. It was more the sisters that got on me, because I got a lot of females in my family, even some of my own family members, my cousins and nieces and mama. That were like, watch what you say on now. You understand what I'm saying? Oh no, that show would be high. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I used to I would say that I felt like that Cassie was not a victim in this. Yeah, and and a lot of women that have been victims. Yeah, of rape. Yeah, of trafficking. Yeah, they got on me. Wiki, you don't understand. Yeah, you don't get the plot of you just ride with him because he's a man. Yeah, and I would say no, I'm not just riding with him because he's a man. I'm riding with him because I didn't hear the evidence of that. Yeah, what I did see evidence of is a man that was rich, and a lot of women. They flock to that. Yeah. And when you have a man that is rich like Puffy, and he is a freak, I'm not letting him off the hook for that. Yeah. I mean, he's freaky 10 times beyond me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was a freak when I come in and dance. I got my girl there and I danced to Luther a little bit for her. You know what I mean? Maybe put a little whipped cream out or something. And, on a special day, baby, you get whipped cream tonight. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was doing something. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here playing. There's different levels to this freak game. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the bottom. You over there just playing around. I'm on the bottom floor. You know what I'm saying? Well, I thought I was the man in here. But my woman, baby, I'm sorry. I thought I was freaking. You know what I'm saying? I know she was looking like this lame ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? But to a real party. right. But I would tell everybody, I was saying, Cassie is, even though we saw that video of her fighting, getting beat. Yeah. I didn't know the context to it. There was no volume to it. Yeah. And from that, I think a lot of people immediately believed. When they saw that, it went right hand in hand with now they raiding him. Yeah. So all that stuff must be true too, because he's this type of guy. We see what type of guy he is now. So if the feds tell us that he's trafficking and there's a RICO and he's organized crime and he's moving kilos and everything across for these parties and blah blah blah. And he's recording all these celebrities and got the tapes, which we ain't seen now tape. No celebrity yet. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that if the FBI had tapes of this high-profile singer and her husband, this high-profile preacher and her, this high-profile not to say they wasn't doing something, but I'm pretty sure if the feds had these tapes, these tapes would be out. They don't care nothing about us. You understand what I'm saying? Shit, if they can get 10 black men and 5 black megastar women, that's better than just one. Am I right or wrong? You know what I'm saying? They would have been. They couldn't wait to expose. They ain't holding nothing back. You understand what I'm saying? So seeing this, entire thing, I'm disappointed, and on both sides, I'm disappointed in Puff's behavior with a lot of stuff. But at the same time, I saw. Besides domestic violence, I saw no rules really being broke. I just saw, you know what I'm saying, a freak ass nasty ass nigga. That's homosexual. I saw that. There was rumblings about that. We all knew that before that came out. Why not just bust him and just smear his reputation online, and we wouldn't have had the New York citizens wouldn't have had to foot the bill for this court RICO case trial. Because it still comes from the people. You know what I'm saying? The taxpayers are paying for this bull. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all could have just smeared this campaign, dropped a couple of videos on him, say this is what he do right here, make him step down from this, you know what I'm saying? Expose 1 or 2 of the preachers that's on there. Everybody goes home and sing Kumbaya. Now we know a little bit more about all of them, but we already knew they were just some freaks. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm hearing a lot of these sex male workers come out talking about Cassie. You know, it's one guy, I don't even know his name, I can't remember. He did a whole line of things talking about they would have a freakathon and Puffy would pay them to see who can last the longest with Cassie.
See that?
You know what I'm saying? They have to stay up 2 days and the winner got an X amount of money. It was just like a reality show. Cassie loved it. He's talking straight about Cassie. Cassie would call him, say, "You're the greatest of all time. You won the belt." He had a belt. He had one of the Pastor Troy belts, man. He walked around. Yeah.
He walked around with it. He walked
around with it, with his belt, because he won the freak off.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And so it's the water is just muddy right now.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? There are females that loved Puff at first, they got up there and they flipped on him. Yep. There are guys, sex male workers now that are saying that Cassie was no victim at all. Cassie, as a matter of fact, orchestrated up some of these freak-offs. Would call Puff, hey baby, I'm ready. Get so-and-so, that particular nigga, that's who I want. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And one more person, and I'm ready. One of the male workers was saying that, that Puff had the money, and he had the wood, you know what I'm saying? And that was the best thing for Cassie. Cassie loved that. She had the best of both worlds.
Damn.
She was young, but she could still freak, and she could get paid for it.
See that?
You understand what I'm saying? So that's why she wouldn't leave him. You understand what I'm saying? And harsh as that sound, it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it too many times. I don't been around too many motherfuckers with money, and I see how a lot of women and guys sell their soul for that lifestyle and that money. Do things that they would not normally do. Sell their soul to the devil. Then once you snap and they come up out of it, now they feel victimized.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? When you made all these, these bad decisions, you sold your soul to the bag, to the almighty, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And that's what I'm taking from this. So my last thoughts on this Beehive is, I think personally, this ain't this, and let me look at the people, because they always attach you to something.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that y'all think this. I'm not saying that Cassie is the worst person in the world. I'm not saying Puff is the worst person in the world. I think that it was two people that that was benefiting off of each other, that gave each other something that the other one wanted. Puffy wanted a young little freak that was down, that could ride with him. Yeah. She wanted the bag, she wanted the lifestyle. I think that was a match made in heaven, and they both was worshiping a negative energy, a satanic energy. And I don't think that there was a RICO act. A RICO act hasn't been proven. So in that case, I think that Puffy will beat that. I still think that, like I said, that he's a weirdo. He's a freak. He's bisexual. And I think she was too. I think she was on drugs. She's bisexual. She's a freak, and she sold her soul to the almighty dollar. But I don't see a RICO act. So I think that he will be acquitted on those charges.
Y'all hit the comments. Let us know how you feel about it. Do you think that Diddy will be acquitted, or do you think Diddy's gonna get some time? Hit us up. Let us know. Beehive Radio Show, the Big Galaxy. I'll let y'all in a minute, man. We gone.